And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media, always providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, estate, and tax planning, home health care services, and all types of great home services as well here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Over 80 show categories of expert contributor advice here. We want to help you win in any marketplace. That's our goal. We want to educate, entertain, enlighten, but most importantly, we want to engage with you so that we can help you win. We want you to save our hotline number in your phone, 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. That's our consumer advocate hotline. It's an off-air number. Give us a call or a text anytime. Any questions, comments you have from the show. We've had a great uptick in calls lately. We appreciate all you that are reaching out. And tune in right here, 4 o'clock drive time on AM 860 The Answer weekdays. We got our weekend show on FM 102.5 The Bone on Sundays. And we also are syndicated now on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Roku, and 85 other smart television outlets. You can find us there on Binge Networks. Just search up Binge Networks. Bookmark our website as well, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website at consumerqb.com. And it's Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. Kathy Postiglione, welcome in. Gulfside Healthcare Services.
Thank you. My pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in. And you are the Chief Operating Officer over there at that organization.
That is correct.
Very cool. Great. So we're going to dive deeper into home health care and kind of define some of what that means and the different services you offer today here. And also, we've got Mary back in studio. Welcome back, Mary Surnicki.
Hello.
Suncoast Roofing.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for
I'm
coming
filling in for Chuck.
Yeah, awesome.
Last minute switcheroo, but glad to be back and talk a little bit about our roofing services with you.
That's right. Yeah, good to have you back, and great to see you again, and real heavy in philanthropic endeavors as well, and
absolutely.
Awesome out there, very versatile.
I'm very versatile.
One day you're doing a radio show, next day you're on a roof, right?
Absolutely. True story.
Yeah, true story. There we go. All right, excellent stuff. Yeah, so we got a great lineup for you here today on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and this segment is brought to you by the Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. That's the beautiful Bilmar Beach Resort on Treasure Island, over Gulf Boulevard in Treasure Island, and it's filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. The Bilmar Beach Resort has been one of the most sought-after destinations in the Treasure Island area for many years. Whether you're planning a quick business trip and you want to add a little beachside pleasure, or families on long weekend getaways as well. I love going down to the Bilmar Beach Resort. They've got 2 pools on site, Sloppy Joe's Restaurant and Beach Bar, and just give the general manager, Clyde Smith, give him a call and let him know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take him up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Got a hot property listing also on the beach I want to let you know about. 861 Mandalay Avenue here in Clearwater. Beautiful property, 861 Mandalay Avenue. This is literally 200 steps and you are on the sugar sand beaches of North Clearwater Beach, the dolphin-filled waters of North Clearwater Beach. 2-bedroom, 2-bath home. Also has a 3rd bedroom available as well. 861 Mandalay Avenue, Clearwater. Great property listing of ours. 1645 Parker Boulevard in Odessa is also another beautiful opportunity, gated community, lake access, and if you're a boater or fisherman, great place to be, Odessa, Florida. It reminds me of old Florida, just a beautiful scene out there. And check out the beautiful photography compliments of Fabre Frameworks here at 1645 Parker Point Boulevard in Odessa. Check out all of our listings at platinummvpteam.com. All right, let's jump right into it, Kathy. So we've got, Gulfside is a skilled home health agency. What exactly does that mean?
Well, when you talk about skilled home health services, that means that a physician has ordered specific services for your care. And it's usually people that are recovering either from an accident, major surgery, or have an illness that they need some assistance. So skilled care involves nurses, physical therapists, occupational therapists, speech therapists, nurses, and home health aides.
Wow, yeah, and we had last week or a couple weeks ago we had a lot of the team here in studio.
Yes.
We had the chaplain in the house, and
Yes, you did.
Lots of different moving parts with your organization.
Yes, that is. We are part of the Gulfside Healthcare Services organization, and we're very pleased to now be able to share Gulfside Home Health with the community.
Gulfside Home Health, and we've heard the term palliative care as well. Would you mind defining that for our listeners as well?
Sure. Palliative care is another segment of our organizational care. We have a separate organization for that, and that is comfort care, alleviating symptoms for those that have chronic, it could be chronic pain issues, chronic illness issues, breathing difficulties, things of that nature.
Yeah, there's so many different challenges when it comes to the different scenarios you mentioned: accidents, illnesses, surgeries. And a lot of times what happens is the loved one who is the one that's sometimes volunteered, and then sometimes it's like okay, here, who's going to do it? Mom, let's make Aunt Louise do it, or Aunt whoever do it, right? They're the ones that are really suffering too.
That is
right?
very, very true.
Yeah.
And the beauty of home care is that if you want to, you can have assistance in your own home and have your family around you and have celebrations and things of that nature.
Right.
And most people feel more comfortable in a home setting.
Absolutely. I think it's such a better place to heal, and just you have that you're eliminating as many of those things that you can that are going to be a challenge to overcome.
That is true. There's a lot, as you shared, it's the caregiver
Yeah.
that often struggles when taking care of someone as well, no matter whether it's hospice, home health, or the palliative side. And
Yeah.
our goal is to work with that caregiver to come up with a very good plan with the patient to help them.
So here's a question too that we got on social media. It's like, what's the benefit of choosing home health over a rehab facility?
Well, the most important thing is that, again, most people feel that they can recover better in a home setting.
Okay.
And it may be less disruptive to the family as well, that you have these different therapists coming into the home, nurses coming into the home, and providing assistance with your care.
Right. Yeah, that's important. And how can someone enroll with Gulfside Services?
You can either contact your physician or you can call us directly, and we also have a website as well that you can contact us, and we will work with you with your physician to receive orders to initiate your care.
Gulfsidehealth.org is the best website.
It's Gulfside Healthcare Services.
Okay.
But we do have GulfsideHomeHealth.org.
GulfsideHomeHealth.org. GulfsideHomeHealth.org. And if you are a texter and this is kind of resonating for you, just pull out your smartphone, shoot us a quick text message, text home health care to 813-670-7372. If you have a loved one or a family member, someone that's in that scenario here, we would love to connect you with the team over at Gulfside Healthcare Services. We would love to make that introduction for you, and that's what this show is about. It's about engaging with us and getting involved with the community. So when we come back, more from our expert contributors here in studio. We got Kathy representing Gulfside Healthcare Services, Mary Surnicki coming up as well, Suncoast Roofing, and our feel-good story of the day is a good one. He is our hero. College student works 32 hours shift alone at hotel during a flood. We'll be right back after this short break. Follow us online at Brandon Rhymes1 on Instagram and Twitter, and the Consumer Quarterback Show pages out there as well on Facebook. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by TrueLeaf on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Looking to talk to any buyers, sellers, and investors out there. We'd love to educate you about the market, go over a market analysis for you if you're selling a property or if you are looking to buy. We always come up with the best zip codes, the best buys per zip code as well. That's one of the things we take great pride in, making sure our buyers do not overpay for properties, because sometimes sellers can be pricing properties kind of willy-nilly wherever they want to. But we're going to help you be protected here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Check out our website, platinummvpteam.com, for all of our real estate property listings. But I've got a couple of hot ones here I want to let you know about. 5822 Schooner Way in Tampa. This is in the Bayport Town and Country area off of Longboat. 5822 Schooner Way. Bay access on a freshwater canal. Beautiful pool and lanai area, caged in, screened in pool. 5822 Schooner Way. Got bay access to restaurants up in Upper Tampa Bay, and the property is a two-story home that's been completely remodeled. Gorgeous home. All right, and you also have a property here at 8239 26th Avenue North in St. Petersburg, and this home is now going to be a short sale. 8239 26th Avenue North, short sale. So we're just looking for an offer to take to the bank, and this has a lot of upgrades. It's a beautiful property, a great neighborhood, highly desirable neighborhood of Jungle Shores. And check out the beautiful photography, compliments of Fabre Frameworks. And if you look at the drone shot there, you're literally 4 or 5 houses from the intercoastal waterways here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Check out all of our real estate properties at platinummvpteam.com. Somewhere sunny and 75. And this segment is brought to you by the Lucky Dill Restaurant, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. The Lucky Dill. They've got a deli, New York City bar, Brooklyn Bakery. They offer catering and much more, and it's home of the sandwich that ate Brooklyn. The food is excellent. 4606 West Boy Scout Boulevard in Tampa. They've got a great location on 19 in Palm Harbor, as well as online at luckydilldeli.com. Now, let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you, and take them up on special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we are back here in studio. We got our all-star lineup in studio today. We heard from Kathy from Gulfside Healthcare Services. Now we're going to talk with Mary. We're going to catch up with Mary Surnicki from Suncoast Roofing. So, what you been up to? What you guys rocking and rolling out there?
We are actually pretty busy. So, usually in a lot of years that have storms, we're busy. But actually, because our reputation in the industry, the years that we don't have storms, we're busy as well. And it's a great time to, have one of our estimators come out and give you a free estimate to see where you are with your roofing needs. We do tile, metal, and shingle. We're a master elite installer for GAF. We give a 50-year golden pledge warranty. And we're here to help you, because a lot of times, especially in real estate and stuff, we have, a lot of times they're putting those new roofs and stuff like that in the, it gives the seller more, more power, and the buyer more buying power, if you're able to do that. So, let us come out and take a look at it, and we'll give you a free estimate and tell you where you need to go. Yeah, so it's basically a free roofing inspection. It really is, yeah. Because you want to have your roof inspected. There's insurance money to be saved. Mm-hmm. There's, definitely prevention from storm damage. Absolutely. And we work a lot with Snoop. He's one of the radio show partners here. He does all our wind mitigations for us. So, we put on the new roof, and he comes out, gives you the wind mitigation, and then you turn that into your insurance company, and you save. Yeah. Because it's important. And it's important to have a licensed contractor, come out and do those things. Because sometimes people are like, I could just have a small repair. Well, if they don't know what they're doing, and they're not educated in, with the roof, whether it be tile, metal, or shingle, they could actually cause more harm. Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. And what are they looking for when they go into the attic, or however they're accessing the roof? They're looking for those tie downs. Is that what it is? Yeah, we'll definitely look at the hurricane, the tie downs and stuff. But sometimes in these Florida roofs, there's not a lot of space. Right. So sometimes we have to do that when we're installing the roof, and we have to actually, when we tear everything off, we are actually going towards the edge, and we're pulling up that plywood or that decking, those planks, and seeing what those trusses look look like.
Yeah.
And then and we partner with some general contractors that help us to accomplish those goals, because as a roofing contractor, we can do anything structurally on top of the roof, but if it's trusses and stuff like that, we partner with the general contractor to help us with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you just joined us, I'm Brandon Rhymes. I'm your host of the show. We're talking with Mary Surnicki from Suncoast Roofing. You've heard Chuck Peterson in the past. Chuck has been on the show, more prevalent, but Chuck is a regional manager, right? I believe
he's the executive director. I'm the corporate compliance manager.
Okay.
So I kind of fill in, if I can, for him. So it's his birthday weekend, so he called me. He said, "Hey, can you get run over the show?" I'm like, "I'm on a roof." Okay,
but
I'll
get
there.
I will.
I'll get there, because our partnership with you guys is important.
Thank
we
you.
get a lot of leads, and we've gotten a lot of, with the different trades that are on the show.
Yep.
We've formed relationships with them that help us in our day-to-day business.
Yeah. Thanks for saying that. It's important for our listeners also to understand that we've been doing this for 6 years now, and the show is really it's a testament to our listeners and our viewers out there as well, because they're the ones that support the show, that help this thing go round. Whether it's real estate, credit improvement, mortgage, home health care, as we see, wide variety of services that we offer. We talk about self-defense on the show, because these are some of the things that you don't necessarily learn about in school.
No.
Right? There's no high school or college classes really that kind of get you through your degree plan or whatever however that life's played out for you. So we've set this show up for that, and we want you to think about the show as the hub of your financial, your business, your health wheel. Each one of those spokes extending out, representing another one of our on-air expert contributors. So we want to introduce you to them, and it's up to you to engage with us. There's many ways that you can engage. You can call our hotline or hit us up on the website, consumerqb.com. And I can tell you this, we've had 100% batting average, just where everybody that's called in has had nothing negative to say about any of our expert contributors, and I really appreciate that. So let's go back to roofing. So there's 3 different types of opportunities for a roofing. Now, shingle, that's going to be probably the most affordable, correct?
Yeah, there's shingle. It's definitely more affordable, and a lot of people, especially in Florida, do a lot of shingle. But if you're in South Florida, like in our Bonita Springs office, a lot of tile. Some of the newer communities, like in Pasco County, have a lot of tile. So tile, looks beautiful aesthetically. On
the tile side, is there an advantage to tile? Just that it's more durable, it's heavier, it's just more. What's the advantage to tile other than aesthetics?
Aesthetically, it looks beautiful. It's because we're in an environment, we don't have a lot of hail or a lot of stuff like that. That tile holds up really, really well. But it just depends on what you like. Yep. Metal roofing is really important. Coastal communities, anywhere where a storm might come on landfall, but our shingles, the way that we install the shingles now have improved so much that with the Golden Pledge warranty, it's a 50-year warranty.
50-year warranty.
Yeah. So
wow.
where metal and shingle is, 40. So yeah. It goes on how it's installed. Yeah. So it's so important to have that licensed contractor out there to, install that roof. Yeah. And you want to be able to get answers. So like if you have a crew that's starting on your roof, like you want the company that you're working with to pick up the phone every time they call.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now let's talk a little bit about solar. I know you guys added solar to your, repertoire, what you're offering, and then you got the traditional outfits as well. We have a partner that does solar. Now, does it really damage the roof? I mean, that's one of the things that, the first thing, it's going to put holes in my roof. I'm going to have, they've got to have the technology now to where it's not damaging roofs.
So what got us into it is, we're a master elite installer for GAF, and they came out with a product called DecoTech that we install while we're installing the roof. And there's no racking system to it. Okay. So it actually goes on like
flush?
Yeah, like flush with the roof. So it looks aesthetically, it looks beautiful. There's no racking system. It's just a lot of flashing. There's like a fire retard layer of like peel and stick, and then then our water barrier, then the fire retard, and then it goes right on flush with the roof. So nice. And it's flashed beautifully, and then the shingles go right along. It's very sleek. Wow. It provides you all the solar that you need, the wattage and stuff, and it just looks great. So that's what got us into it. We do the regular racking systems like with metal roofs and tile and stuff like that, we have somebody that, that is an expert in that. But the Decotech, you also get a 25-year warranty with it. So when you install it, the roof almost kind of pays for itself.
That's interesting. Yeah, the solar, we added solar to our new home, the new construction home that we built, and we work with 3D Solar, one of our show partners, and I love supporting our show partners. And they, we're in about 8 years or so, 8 or 9 years, depending on how aggressively we pay this off, we'll have free electric.
Yes.
It'll be paid off through the sun and the shine coming through.
Yep, and you get that tax break, you know, and that's a big deal, and I know that this year it goes down a little bit, I think to 28%, that tax break.
Small break, yeah.
Yeah, small break, but it's something that, in that usually within 7 to 10 years, you've paid for it.
Yeah.
And now it starts paying you back,
That's right.
So if this is like maybe your forever home or your, 25-year-old, you're going to be there for a while, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so good stuff, Mary. Thanks for dropping those nuggets of advice and solar and Suncoast roofing and all the good stuff happening out there. And happy birthday to Chuck out there.
Yeah.
And celebrate. And more from our expert contributors here in studio. More from Gulfside Healthcare Services, Kathy Postiglione here in studio, Mary Surnicki. And our feel-good story of the day, he's a hero. College student works 32-hour shift alone at a hotel during a flood. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Jarek Robbins. You are listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Please do what it takes to learn all that you have to live the life you want to live it fully, and find a way to give it by paying it forward to others.
Get in touch with Brandon online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by Trulieve on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. My wife and I own and operate a top team here in the Bay Area, top 1% realtor group in the United States. And real excited, we just got featured in Real Producer Magazine. This magazine is coming out in the next couple of days. Real Producer Magazine did a special feature on us, and they did a great job writing it up and talked about the football background and kind of implemented that into our business. And MVP driven to score for others is the title, and it was awesome to get my wife and family involved there. And you can see some of the things we've done in the community, like the gelatin plunge. Think of a kid getting to slide down, raising money for Children's Cancer Center. She's sliding down into a oversized pool of Jello. You can't say Jello, I guess. Gelatin plunge. And we had Warwick Dunn from the Bucks on the show. All types of great expert, contributors and special guests over the years. All the local mayors have been on our show here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we take great pride in serving the community. It's all about being a consumer advocate, helping you understand more about your buying decisions and educating around those areas as well. And we don't care if you climb a corporate ladder or if you throw a ladder in your truck on the way to work. This show's for you, and it's set up to be an engagement platform because we want you reaching out and engaging with our expert contributors. So reach out to us at 813-670-7372. That's our consumer advocate hotline number. Call or text 813-670-7372. That's an off-air number. You can reach us anytime. We've had a big upkick in calls lately and text messages coming in and engaging with us, so we appreciate that. Also, check out our website, consumerqb.com. consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors on our website. And today in studio, we've got Kathy Postiglione from Gulfside Healthcare Services, and we have Mary Surnicki as well, Suncoast Roofing. More from our expert contributors in just one moment here. I just want to talk about a couple of hot properties that we've got listed here in the Bay Area, kind of give you an insight into the Odessa area. This one's 12610 Port Marnock. This property is in a gated community. It's a golf course community as well, so you have the ability to ride golf carts around and golfing. The kitchen just got updated, so we had it off the market, but look at the beautiful photography in the kitchen there. Gorgeous kitchen. A lot of upgrades on this home, and it's right on the golf course, so it's a great community here in Tampa Bay. Pool, screened-in pool, large lanai area. Too many upgrades to list here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, but it is a great opportunity here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Boy Scout Road and Burrell Road. This is a property that is vacant land. We've got a lot of vacant land for sale. Anybody out there looking to buy vacant land? I've got a half a dozen or so, maybe even closer to a dozen properties for sale. So this is a nice one here. It's $2.498 million for 10 acres. So it's prime waterfront on a lake in Odessa, and you've got two 5-acre parcels to build your high-end custom estate-style home on Boy Scout Road or Burrell Road here in Tampa Bay. Check out all of our real estate properties at PlatinumMVPTeam.com. All right, and this segment is brought to you by Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. That's Brothers Easy Moving, and I can tell you from firsthand experience that they are a first-class organization. They do a great job, whether you're planning a local or even a long-distance move. Brothers Easy Moving can handle that, and they're online. They've got great reviews, 4.6 rating on Google, 4.5 on Yelp, A rating from the Better Business Bureau, and A rating on Angie's List. And Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, let's jump right into it. So going back to Kathy now. Kathy from Gulfside Healthcare Services. She is the Chief Operating Officer. So what exactly does a COO do of Gulfside?
Well, a COO at Gulfside, it involves overseeing all the 3 different divisions of patient care. And my responsibility is from the point where the patient is referred to whatever business line it is, all the way through the service, their care, and then on the hospice side, all the way through bereavement. So it also includes the informatics system, which is our patient electronic health record, as well as, of course, nursing services, social work, chaplain, and home health aides.
Yeah. The chaplain was great last week, too. He did a good job.
That's Frank. He was great.
Frank, he seems like he's got a great heart.
Yes, he does. And you'll find that, we find that most of our team members are very compassionate people. It does take a very special group.
Yeah.
come on board.
It does. It's, my hat's off. We do events for veterans. We love our veterans, our
Absolutely.
first responders, our military active, and that next group I always think about is the nurses, the doctors. Those folks a lot of times, they're working overtime until the patient gets better, and then the healthcare workers, they're going in. What's the exact term for that? The social worker, right? We had the social worker on last week too.
We did. We had them as well. And you had our director of nursing also on last time.
Yeah.
And our medical director. Yeah, she was phenomenal. She's phenomenal as well.
So with Gulfside, Home Health is the newest division of Gulfside Healthcare Services.
That's correct.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit more about that organization and the counties you cover.
We serve both Pasco and Pinellas County. We just started in May seeing patients, and we're expanding services now. We do have a team of therapists, home health aides. We have nurses and social worker. Some of our specialties are wound care specialists in the nursing side, and also a lymphedema therapist.
Yeah. So what's the latest, just kind of outside the scope, just kind of talking about, the medical industry in general? There's the opioid crisis that we saw. We heard years ago that the veterans weren't being treated as well. I think a lot of that has gotten cleaned up over the years. What's your overall take, just in general, on the overall?
I agree with you. I think one thing that's working very nicely for people is that many healthcare organizations they're looking at the whole continuum of care.
Okay.
So that patients don't have to be bounced around to all different providers. And that's what Gulfside Healthcare Services is doing, is looking at what does the community need and adding on those different service lines to assist patients and families, making it much easier.
Right.
The healthcare system is very complex.
Very complex,
the more we can help caregivers and patients navigate through it, the better we are.
Absolutely, and thanks for doing that. And by the way, mentioning complexities, what about insurance? How does insurance pay?
Yes,
there's so many misnomers.
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
Most Medicare plans and private insurances do cover home health, the different services, and we help people with that. We'll look at their benefit, explain the benefit to them, and then help them know what services are covered or not.
Right. Yeah, that's important. And going back to just kind of how we started off is it could be an accident, could be an illness, could be a surgery, just recovering from surgery, and that's how folks may want to get involved with Gulfside Healthcare Services.
That's correct.
Yeah.
For the home health side, yes.
From the home
absolutely.
Home health
a lot
services.
of people we see are those recovering, like you said, from an accident.
Yeah.
Perhaps they fell and broke a hip. It could be surgery, could be some type of medication management needs, and that's what we do.
Yeah, so we still have that aging demographic, right? I mean, we still have the baby boomers aging, and it's a situation where there's a lot of assisted living facilities out there. It's kind of a crowded space. You don't really know where to go, right?
That's right. So you can call us. We are we look at it that we should help people to understand where they can go for help in the healthcare system.
Right.
A lot of times it may not be with our particular service line.
Yeah.
But we'll help them identify this is something that will help you. And we'll work with them on that.
Awesome. And GulfsideHomeHealth.org.
That's correct.
GulfsideHomeHealth.org. And you can always reach out to our show. We'll put you right in touch with the great team that they have on our website at consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors on the website at consumerqb.com. And it's just a great opportunity to get involved with the community, people not knowing what they don't know. We find that a lot in all types of different areas, and we want to kind of plug those holes in the boat. People they're going down the river in the canoe, and they've got this hole they don't really realize they have, and they could get there to the end result a lot faster if they just know where to go.
That's very true.
Yeah. And we see that in a lot of different areas, everything from credit improvement, how to understand my credit, how do I improve my scores, or renters, exactly. Another big area that I'm really beating the drum on is renters. Too many people are paying rent today instead of getting into home ownership, building up the equity in the home. So that's why we set this show up. It's all about helping you understand your buying decisions here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So anything else that you want to add to the conversation, Gulfside Healthcare Services?
I'd just like to say we consider it a privilege to serve the patients and families in our communities. And each of our divisions, whether it's hospice, home care, or palliative care, we use the same quality standards and compassionate approach.
Right, yeah. I love that. I love that. Just the fact that we get to do what we get to do, and when you're passionate about it, we're passionate about real estate, passionate about helping people, have a secure roof over their heads, and so it's good stuff. We love it here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So engage with us online, consumerqb.com, and we want to help you win. And when we come back, we have our feel-good story of the day. He is our hero. A college student works 32-hour shift alone during a hotel flood right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by Trulieve on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate negotiations, buying, selling, or investing. We would love to talk to you. Certified negotiation expert. I actually teach classes at GTAR, which is the Realtor Board in Tampa, the Greater Tampa Realtor Association, as well as Pinellas Realtor Organization as well, Pro. So we would love to help you out with all of your real estate needs. Check out PlatinumMVPteam.com. PlatinumMVPteam.com. This segment is brought to you by WholeBodyFuel.com, the official meal delivery service of the Consumer Quarterback Show. WholeBodyFuel.com. Chef Brian Adamo and his team do a great job. Convenient, healthy, organic meals delivered directly to your home or office. And they've got the world-famous protein donuts as well. So check them out online, WholeBodyFuel.com. And it's excellent food, and I love it every Sunday. I get my delivery of food, and it's great throughout the week. Just carry it with me in my car. That way I'm never, running around looking for my next meal. So I love that food. Excellent good stuff there. Every day we're going to tell you something positive in our feel-good story of the day. Today we have a good one as well here.
Tell me something good.
All right, so this is the hero, the college student that works 32 hours shift alone during a hotel flood here. So a guest at a hotel in Beaumont, Texas, is praising a young man for going above and beyond to help all the guests who were trapped inside after Tropical Storm Imelda caused torrential flooding in the area. Angela Chandler was staying at the Homewood Suites where 21-year-old Satchel Smith works. For 32 hours, he was the hotel's only employee. And this is what Chandler wrote on Facebook. Quote, Meet Satchel. He's the only employee here at Homewood Suites in Beaumont. The access road is underwater, and I-10 is shut down due to flooding. We can't get in or out. The hotel a mile from us is underwater. Satchel has been here all night. His coworkers couldn't make it to work, so he stayed and he manned the phones, answered these questions, ensured that we had a hot cup of coffee or tea, and helped serve us a hot breakfast. And the story goes on to say that they're thankful for each of these things and for peace of knowing that my family is safe and sound. Please pray for us. And if you know Satchel, tell him he is a hero. He gave me permission to share his picture. This is an example of how to handle yourself in a crisis. And so it goes on to say, thank you, Satchel, for taking care of us here at the Homewood in Beaumont. After his marathon shift, the co-worker finally made it in to relieve him. Satchel took a brief nap and then returned to work. So there's a feel-good story of the day, and here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Let's go. I want to go back to Mary here. So Mary Surnicki's in studio, Suncoast Roofing. We're also going to hear from Kathy from Gulfside Healthcare Services. She's the Chief Operating Officer. So Mary, back to you. So yeah, interesting. You know, the flood. These things can come out of nowhere. That was a big flood over in Texas, right?
Yeah, absolutely it was. And you know, a storm. Even just a regular summer storm here in Florida can cause a tremendous amount of damage. You know, we have storms that come in the middle of the night, and then the next morning, you know, people are like, we've got trees down, you know, we have a problem with our roof.
Yeah.
You know, it can just happen out of nowhere. And you want to be able to rely on a company you can trust that's been in the business for a while, that has been, you know, doing the right thing by people. You know, during Hurricane Irma, I'll never forget, I was out on an estimate, and the lady next door, she's like, are you here to do my roof? Because it was like 2 weeks after the storm, and somebody had gone that was not a licensed contractor and sold this woman that was 81 years old a little tiny repair actually to her ridge cap, and charged her $800, and she paid them an $800 check. They cashed the check. They never came back.
Wow.
So Chuck was like, hey, do we have that material on one of the trucks we can send out? I was like, yeah. So we went out and we fixed it for her for nothing, because you know what? It gives all of us a bad name if something like that happens.
Yeah.
So we do a lot in the community. We want to try and make things right. We want to be part of our community and grow with it. So it's important that, you know, we do the right thing, especially in storms, because you never know. You know, our guys sometimes, when it's right after a storm, they're working like 70, 80 hours, you
That's
know,
right.
and they're not going home to their families. They are going from house to house and stuff. And it's a big deal, because, you know, our biggest investment is our home. And we have to, without a roof, you ain't got nothing inside.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. You know, these storms, like you said, can come out of nowhere. I woke up the week before the hurricane came, and I was like, where is the trampoline? The trampoline ended up next lot, like blown, almost 100 yards away, just on a random, Tuesday night or whatever, right, in Tampa Bay.
And it changes your life tremendously. There's still people that are dealing with insurance companies after Irma that they're still in litigation, and it's still, they call and they're like, we haven't heard anything yet, or, and I'm like, I know. I was like, it's a process. I apologize, but it's not, it's not us. It's the, they're dealing with their insurance companies.
That's right.
So, and you need a company that knows how to navigate with insurance companies.
That's right.
Say, hey, listen, this is not a repair. This is more than 20% of the roof. We need to get these people right. We have to make them whole again.
It's a replacement, right?
It
Instead
is.
of a repair. Because that's where the insurance company's going to lean. Oh, let's save as much money as we can. They love to collect those premiums, but when it comes time to paying out, it's like you got to pull strings with the right people, or say the right things, or have the attorneys got your back, right?
And it's so funny. They say that you're supposed to be where you are when you're supposed to be there in life. It's so funny. I thanked Kathy before the show because I was a caregiver for my older brother that passed away in May for a year and a half. And Gulfside helped me tremendously.
Oh, wow.
So you could call them at any time. The nurses, the services, the chaplain, everybody was because I was on my own with this.
Yeah.
I'd never been through anything like it.
Wow.
I had tremendous amount of questions. I read the pamphlets like it was the Bible.
Yeah.
Like I was going through it, and they laughed with me, they cried with
Wow.
me, they helped me, even down when I had a question about arrangements.
Wow.
So that's means a lot to me. So
Kathy,
your organization is
I'm glad to
amazing.
hear that. Thank you.
How does that make you feel? Yeah.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what drives our feeling that we're making some type of an impact to
Yeah.
help people. So
And
I'm
we-
Big
really
happy
difference.
to hear that.
I would laugh with my nerds. We would laugh because there's
Yeah.
weird things that happen. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, and they explain it to me. That calm me down. Like, you're right. This is all part of this. I'm like, all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a confusing time.
It's
It
very
is
hard
tough.
as a caregiver. I'm working. You know how many hours I work. I work a lot. So
Yep.
doing this, and I'm like, all the balls are in the air, and you guys helped tremendously. Made a big impact in my
Very
life.
happy to hear that.
Yeah, that's great. Didn't expect a real life testimonial here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, but that's a good one. That's a great one there, because it really is true. Mary and Kathy and our listeners out there. We have the fastest pace of life we've ever had for human beings. There's more decisions. I said this to my mom the other day. I said, if you really counted the number of decisions, I think there are studies on this. You can research it, but the number of decisions that we have to make every day, from just the simple things, from waking up, but then the text messages that come in. You're driving. You got the
Yeah.
emails, and people want it fast. They want it now. It's interesting. I saw a sign on the way in. It said antiques manufactured while you wait. Right. Right? And obviously that's a joke, but that's the way that our society is today. I mean, it's the way that we feel. It's almost like we get a text. It's like, oh, I got to get back to this text, but my daughter's over here painting art. Maybe I should take a break and talk to her and spend some time with her. So that's the balance that we have, and then how Gulfside comes into play with that scenario, Mary.
Yeah, the company I work for, Suncoast Roofing, the guys that I work for, the Tauschers and Chuck, helped me to be able to do both. Do you know what I mean? To have the career that I have, to excel in, and to take care of my family. We're a family-oriented company, so we understand. So when we go out to a home, we get it that you've got kids or you have a child with autism, so you need to get that person out of the house while we're re-roofing. You know what I mean? We'll make those plans with you because it's important. Family is number one. To the Tauschers and to the people we work for, and to me. So it's a lot,
Well said. All right, let's jump into our lightning round.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning round.
All right, here we go. Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Kathy from Gulfside Healthcare Services, you're up.
Our organization, Gulfside Healthcare Services, is focused on meeting the healthcare needs of the community. Our newest division, Gulfside Home Health, provides services in Pasco and Pinellas County with the goal of helping you recover from injury or illness in the comfort of your own home. Our team of professionals work together with you and your physician to ensure that your individualized plan will help you recover and regain your independence. Medicare and many insurance plans cover skilled home health services. Most importantly, we are here to help you. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us at 813-501-8244, or if you prefer, you can visit gulfsidehomehealth.org.
Awesome. Great stuff. Mary?
Hi. So it's a perfect time of year. The rain is stopping. It's slowed down. So have us come out, give you an estimate. It's the best time to get your roof installed. It's very difficult to have your roof installed in July when it's raining. We're a Master Elite installer for GAF. We offer great warranty. And our commitment to us, our company, and the people that work for us will make the difference. And if you give us the opportunity to earn your business, you will not regret it.
Awesome. I love that. And just a kind of a word on the bad contractor deal. Chuck shared a story too about the Panhandle last year. There was a group that went through and offered. They came in. First of all, they looked like the heroes. They had all the tarps. They had the tarps. Oh, look, we'll tarp your house. Yeah, just And then they ended up selling them. I think they got like $5,000 from 10 10 different homes. The guy made off with like $50,000. Of course, he never came back.
Never. Yeah, never came back. And so a lot of times, because it's so important, like when we have these storms, make sure that it's a roofing contractor in the state of Florida, because you have all of these people from Oklahoma, Texas, these storm chasers that's come in from all over the country that are not Florida residents.
Right.
Give us Florida contractors a chance. We'll be there. We know what it's like. And you know what? Not only will we be there right immediately after the storm, in 2 years, if there's an issue or a problem, you want to make sure that you have a company that if there's a hiccup or a monkey wrench or a problem, they're going to be there for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And verify it online. The Better Business Bureau. You can reach out to the sunbiz.org is the website to verify. You can see the owners' names right there. And hey, another great show. I want to thank Gulfside Healthcare Services, Suncoast Roofing as well. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing. Donate some blood, some time. There's lots of ways you can get involved in the community. Be a force for good in the community, and continue to perpetuate the good out there. And tune into our show. Make sure you follow us online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Twitter as well. And the Consumer Quarterback Show page out there. Get involved with the community. Engage with us. Anything you heard from the show today, we would love to hear from you on our hotline or website, consumerqb.com. And please go out there and make it a great day and consider committing a random act of kindness. We'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for The Consumer Quarterback Show.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.
This is the Cannabis Podcast, powered by Trulieve on Radio Influence. It's an inside look and the scientific facts in and around the world of medical cannabis. Now, here is your host, Ian Beckles.
He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.